Hello and welcome to Confessions of a Yarn Addict. It is episode 24, I think. My name is Anniken and I live in the southwest of England, but at the moment I'm coming to you from Norway. So I've been in Norway for 10 days now. It's my 10th day here. I had to do a 10-day travel quarantine, so my last day is today. Norway's travel quarantine isn't too strict. You're allowed to go out for a walk. You're not allowed to interact with other people, so you can't visit people, go to coffee shops, museums, that kind of thing. So I've had a very quiet first 10 days really, doing a bit of work, doing lots of knitting, going for walks, been to a couple of nice places to go for walks, which was lovely, spending time with my parents of course, so it has been a nice time, even though I haven't done very much. But tomorrow I can start doing normal stuff. And because England is going back into lockdown tomorrow, my return flight to the UK has actually been delayed by a few days. So I actually get an extra 6 days here, which I wasn't expecting. So I'm actually going to be here for the whole of November. I won't be going back to the UK till the end of November. So I decided not to take yarn with me for a main project. Last time I was here in the summer, I bought quite a bit of yarn while I was here, and some of the yarn I brought with me, I didn't actually knit and I actually left it here. I gave it to my mum. So I decided not to bring a main project with me this time. So instead I decided to order something from a Norwegian indie dyer. There are 2 yarn shops, 2 minutes drive from where I'm sitting now, but I can't visit them till tomorrow. So obviously I've been here for 10 days. I had to have something to knit. I brought yarn with me for 3 sock projects, and I was knitting a pair of leg warmers when I got here. So more on that later. So I needed something to do while I was here. So I decided to order some yarn from an indie dyer in Oslo. The yarn, I'm just looking for the labels. The yarn is from Norn Yarns, Norne. And they are merino, silk and yak singles. So superwash merino, silk and yak, 120 grams, 480 meters. And I got 2 skeins. So I got this really lovely rich purple and then this lighter purple. It's difficult sometimes to choose yarn online because you don't always know what the color's going to look like they do on the screen. And quite often I've ordered stuff online and it doesn't look anything like I thought it was going to. And also I wasn't 100% sure whether they would go together if they didn't look like I thought they were going to. But they looked exactly like I thought they were going to. Absolutely perfect. Really, really like them. Really pleased with them. They are silky, soft, really lovely to knit with. I had already been thinking about what to design. The yarn only came 2 days ago. Came on Monday, it's Wednesday today. So I cast on Monday evening and I haven't knitted too much yet, but I'll show you what I've done so far. So I've actually just done some short rows. I haven't done, so it's going to be a crescent shape with short rows. So I'm not 100% sure whether my idea will work out, but hopefully it will work out the way it's I'm envisaging it in my head. So that's my main project at the moment. I also brought yarn with me for some socks. So I've knitted 1 pair of socks already. They're not on my feet. It's easy just to show you. Normally I have them on my dress forms at home, but so yeah, that's the socks. Sparkly yarn. I've knitted both of them. I cast on before I left home, and I knitted the toe a couple of weeks ago, and then I knitted the rest. I knitted most of the first sock first weekend I was here, I think. It's got a swirly toe. It's my Aventuras pattern. It's got a swirly toe and a swirly heel. It's knitted from the toe up. It's done in stocking stitch with a rib at the top. So it's very simple. I love the yarn. The yarn actually came with a pattern. So the yarn is from West Yorkshire Spinners, and it's their 2020 Christmas edition. So they do a sort of Christmas colorway every year, And I must admit the previous Christmas colourways haven't been my favourites. But when I saw this on Twitter a few weeks ago, I absolutely loved it. So I immediately went online and ordered it. So I got it from Northern Yarns in Lancashire. And it's got a bit of sparkle in it. So it's West Yorkshire Spinners signature sock, which I think is Blueface Leicester and nylon, but I haven't got the label with me. But it's got sparkly silver bits in it. Really nice. I enjoyed knitting them. Just plain stocking stitch socks, so fairly quick. When I finished those, I brought 2 other skeins of yarn with me for socks. One skein, I'm not 100% sure whether I want to knit socks with them because it's quite a pale yarn, really pretty yarn. So I haven't quite decided yet. So I also brought a ball of Crazy Zabba ball from Shopple. It is colourway 2355 and this is from my online shop. I don't know whether there's any more of that colourway in the shop at the moment. I think I've knitted socks in this colourway before, but they got ruined in last year's washing machine failure about a year ago. So I'm knitting again. So I'm knitting toe up again from my Aventuras sock pattern, but this time instead of the swirly toe on the other socks, I'm doing a wedge toe and I'm doing a rib. So this Aventuras sock pattern comes with a swirly toe and a wedge toe and a swirly heel and a wedge heel. The heels are afterthought heels and the toes can be worked toe up or top down. So the pattern comes with all those instructions. So it's a really comprehensive pattern. So I just cast these on a couple of days ago and I haven't really knitted on them very much. I'll probably keep it for knitting if we're out and about or visiting my nephews and that kind of thing. I've mainly been working on this shawl for the last couple of days. I have also finished some leg warmers, which I'll show you later on. But first, here is a little video from one of our walks the other day. I have not knitted a pair of leg warmers since the 80s when I knitted a pair of really long ones. I went right up to my thighs to wear for horse riding, because horse riding in Norway in the winter gets really, really cold. But this summer I bought some leg warmers that, this summer I bought some leggings that go to about there. So this bit was getting really cold. Even at the end of August and September, my ankles were really, really cold, and they are my favorite leggings and I do wear them a lot. So I decided to knit some leggings. I started these just before I left for Norway. I think I may have finished about that much before I came to Norway. I did consider just doing a plain rib pattern, because I am probably mostly going to wear them bunched up like this, so the lace pattern doesn't really show that well. But I thought it might be a bit boring to just knit a plain rib pattern, so I decided to add a very simple lace pattern. So I knitted from the bottom up, and then I increased in the pearl section, probably about there, just to so you follow the shape of my calves a little bit more. But when I bunch them down, they're still okay. Really like them, really pleased with them. The yarn is a company called the Fiber Fox. I can't remember where I bought it, but I think it was sometime this year. I wonder whether it was when I went to London last winter, but I can't remember. but it's the Fibre Fox, it's merino sock yarn, merino nylon, and it's called Magic Carpet. I just looked through my stash and tried to find some yarn that went with the colours in my leg warmers, which are black with kind of like random splashes and stripes of pink and yellow mostly. I knew I had a yellow yarn in my stash, but I couldn't find it, so I chose the pink one instead, and I'm really happy with it. And this means that when I wear my leggings now, I'll have warm ankles, so that'll be really good. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's been a long break, I'm sorry about that. I am planning to post another video in a few days on a little fix I had to make on the last pair of socks I finished before I left home. So I'll post that, look out for that in a few days. Hopefully I'll be able to do another recording from Norway. I'm going to be here for another about 3.5 weeks. So I got quite a bit more time here. So I'll try and do some more videos when I'm out and about and show you a little bit more from Norway. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave me a comment below, subscribe if you like what I'm putting out, and give me a thumbs up if you like this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.